Look at the pressure from Johnny Eblen right now.
Ladies and gentlemen, doesn't get a lot closer than this.
Oh, big right hand.
40 seconds left. Just not able to get it, now almost taking the back.
When I heard, I got the phone call, hey, you're fighting for the world title against Johnny Eblen, I was like, man, this is the biggest fight of my life.
He's going for it! Costello Van Steenis with the squeeze! Eblen might go out! Oh my God! He's out! Costello Van Steenis choked Johnny Eblen unconscious for a world championship comeback!
Now I'm champion. Now we're taking the biggest organization in the world to Spain, Madrid. I'm fighting Fabian Edwards again.
I knew I finished Dalton, and even American fans were like, please shut that guy up for me. You know what I mean?
That was an assassination!
People love violence, and they love a violent finish. So once I go in and I do what I say I'm going to do, I bet you now, the Spanish crowd will be cheering me on.
Fabian Edwards with the finish!
He wants to get me back.
Nice elbow!
100%.
He took my oath, so I'm going to take his f***ing belt, and that's it.
I don't imagine myself losing against this guy.
Oh boy!
I just know this fight can be completely different.
This is the biggest fight of my life.
This is Dan Rev 2, take 1.
There's something about a loss on a fighter's record, especially someone like Fabian, who beats pretty much everybody else in the division.
Costello said he wants to do the middleweight division a favor and shut up Fabian Edwards.
That's a good leg kick from Costello Van Steenis. Edwards is in a little bit of trouble here.
That sticks with you, especially a split decision loss, a fight that over 3 rounds you feel like you could have given a little bit more.
Fabian Edwards beaten for the first time.
This version of Fabian Edwards is much more of a man than the previous one that we saw in there with Costello. A lot of the decisions that you'll see are based on maturity, based on those 6 years that have happened between those fights. The experiences that he's had in the gym and in the training camps and in the fights are all going to pay dividends on the night.
Oh my goodness!
We know how tough Costello is, and we know how good his gas tank is. He's got to keep Costello working without overextending himself, and that really is the trick. Costello is going to be pace from the get-go, and that's going to be the challenge for Fabian to overcome.
Unbelievable!
The work that I've seen from both of these fighters over these last few days, the time that they're putting in, the effort that they're investing, it makes for a special fight on fight night.
There are people who believe that this is the best middleweight on the planet.
Taking a look at what Costello's been up to preparing for this fight, he spends a lot of time at Kill Cliff working with a variety of different guys there. They are doing a fantastic job preparing him for this fight.
Oh, yeah, nah. I said to get down. Come on. I said do it. Keep on talking. I said come on, do it.
I came down to Florida to start my training camp down here. And now that RDR is here as well, and he gave me the phone call, saying, when are you coming down? So that was like, all right, I have to come down here, you know?
Keep it. Keep it. Go volume and power, volume and power.
It's amazing how fortunate Costello's been throughout his MMA career, going out to Florida to train with René Derrida. For someone like Costello, who is drive forward, smash their opponent, to have someone like Derrida there that can kind of draw you in and throw traps and stuff, it's a really, really interesting dynamic that they have.
What is it like training with him? What's his energy like in the gym?
He's annoying to look at least. Too shredded.
My face is annoying, but the body's looking good.
RDR does push me in training, especially on the floor wise. He taps me out now and then, and he explains to me how to defend that and how I could come back.
Keep it. Keep it. Time. Hands in the air.
I've seen him develop from not having any skills to having all the skills right now. He's going very hard, growing very well. At home, we're always struggling to find the right guys to work with. If he's able to spend more time with us here, I think there's still so much more in the tank.
It's still more.
Being here at Killcliff with champions and future champions and old school champions means the world to me. Like, growing up, I was watching these guys, Gilbert Burns, Robbie Lawler, everybody, all these big names. I was like, man, one day I'll get a picture with them. That, I'm training with these guys. I'm learning of them. It's a dream come true for any kid. If I can go back to my past and say, yo, bro, you're gonna make it. This is the biggest dream accomplishment in life.
Hi, I'm Costello Van Steenis here. We're now in La Nuciambis, the gym. We're gonna train boxing here. But there's one thing, we're waiting for my brother. He's always late.
When Costello started fighting, I think I was 15. He went to the Netherlands to chase his dreams. Yeah, my big brother, he was like already a legend for me. So I want to be like him, and that's what I did.
No, esta son
Where are you? We're now in Albear, Spain, 5 minutes away from my house. I'm here with the whole family, my brother, my parents, my godfather, and enjoying some quality time.
I'm Middleweight Van Steenis, and I have 2 sons, a beautiful son. One is very strong, and the other one is stronger.
Who's stronger?
You! You!
Who's the strongest, Mom? Who's the strongest?
Okay.
Strongest.
Who's the strongest?
Strongest.
Definitely I'm the strongest.
Me! As a mom, it's quite difficult to watch the fight because, of course, they'll always be my babies and they're always my child. I think as mom, it's always difficult to see your children fighting, but I always support them, even though I don't look.
2 sons fighting on the same card, it's a dream. It's incredible, and we have a nice family. We have a lot of good friends, real friends, and they're all supporting. We're all going to Madrid, so that is the best of the best.
Costello, for me at least, of course, is my best friend. He's kind of an inspiration, a motivation to do better every day. Mostly it's what he inspired to the people around here. For us in this town, again, as I say, people look up to Costello as this, they don't see him as this famous person or he's champion. For them, he's the pride of our town.
1, 2, 3.
And still!
Perfect.
Yo, damn, what's up?
Coffee's on already.
Good to see you. They're ready.
How are you, bro?
We're gonna go inside and train today in Musasi's gym. Well, we call it Musasi's gym because we didn't give it another name yet. So this is where we beat people up.
Perfect.
And have a good time. Come.
Show me. Nice.
Yeah, that was the first one. This was 6 years ago now, huh?
It's a long time. Both changed a lot.
Yeah, we both look different. This is where the magic happens. The dungeon, the Musasi dungeon.
How long have you been training with Gegard then? When did you first meet him? And did you see his fights before you started training with him? You knew who he was and that kind of thing, or was it just kind of by accident?
It was a little bit by accident. I think I only knew like 3 fighters at the moment. John Jones, Rampage Jackson, and Rashad Evans. They're the only 3 I knew. But then I started looking at Gegard and I was like, whoa, and then I was a big fan of him, you know?
I was fortunate enough today to be invited into a private gym that Gegard Mousasi set up for his training camps, and obviously Costello is making the most of this facility now, along with all the great coaches and training partners that have been a part of that team.
Why he's always landing those punches after kicks. People are blocking the kick and the punch comes straight down the center line on the same side. It's such an unusual rhythm for kickboxing. Really effective.
It seems to me like he's been improving and refining the things that were effective in the Eblen fight. You know, hands after kicks, kicks after hands, coming around the side and then straight down the center line, changing your line of attack. Obviously against a southpaw though this time. It was a really, really solid session. And then afterwards, I got a chance to talk to him and, you know, kind of pick apart his training and, you know, what he does and how he approaches his training. This is a very special moment for Spanish mixed martial arts. You know, there have been gyms across Spain for many years, and there's been a few MMA fighters that have come out of those gyms and found their way onto the European circuit, but it's nothing like having an international level champion that represents the country and flies the flag. He'll be remembered in the history books as one of the pioneers of Spanish mixed martial arts.
Fabian Edwards coming over from across the pond. There were some visa issues that thankfully the Professional Fighters League was able to get worked out. He wanted this matchup, he wanted the opportunity.
The whole journey of the tournament, it was tough. I was out, you know, PFL announced a new fight and everything. We had that problem. I had a bicep tear, I had a tear in my pec. My coach was saying, I think you should pull out, but I was like, you know what, this is one opportunity that I can't let pass me. And I'm happy that I didn't.
If you beat somebody like Impa Kasanganay, suddenly all eyes are on you. Set up the right hand, and that'll do it!
The final went exactly how I thought it would go.
Oh! He's out! Head kick! Fabian Edwards with the finish! Oh, we're so hard!
Even the American fans were like, please shut that guy up for me. You know what I mean?
What a knockout by Fabian Edwards!
I shot Dalton up with a beautiful way to end the tournament.
When I was fighting Johnny Eblen, it was not only me fighting, it was the whole team Musashi fighting him.
Costello Van Steenis certainly has the crowd behind him now.
In the last 9 or 10 seconds in that moment, I didn't really realize what was happening.
What a comeback this would be!
He's fighting until the end, he will not tap! He's out! Costello Van Steenis choked Johnny Eblen unconscious for a world championship comeback!
I was surprised, but I wasn't surprised, and it didn't really feel like I did something big.
I'm seeing tears in this audience. No one thought he could get it done.
I was like getting so many comments still of my trainers. I mean, you need to think what you did, man. You just defeated an undefeated champion.
Unbelievable! One of the greatest efforts we have ever seen in the cage.
I was like, told you motherfuckers that I was gonna choke him out.
How's it going?
Hey, how you doing?
The new setup.
Long while.
This looks nice.
I got to visit Fabian this morning in his new setup. Obviously the old Renegade burnt down and it was a real loss to that whole team. And it was a very busy gym all the time.
Yeah, obviously we've been here now for, well, a few weeks.
Well, this is much nicer though. And warmer, I have to say.
Yeah, definitely warmer.
The spot was freezing.
But this new setup they've got at Premium Fitness is really good. I actually sold them my cage and my mats to get them set up a little bit quicker.
I'm doing good. How are you,
It's
man?
a great setup, man.
Hey, thanks, man.
Really
Thanks.
good.
You've had a big hand in it.
These guys are high-level pros and they need a good space to train. And what they've done at Premium Fitness is really, really good. Fabian's got everything he needs right in that spot.
So my name is Ash Begg. I am the owner of Team Renegade, which is situated in Birmingham, England. Recently had a bit of an upset, which I'm sure you guys are aware of, where our gym, part of it caught on fire. In the morning and had loads of messages and I was like, what the hell's happened? Probably broke about 100 laws driving down to the gym. But unfortunately, because of the building regulations and it deemed not being safe, we couldn't get back in there. It was just a tough situation, but Obviously, being responsible for these guys, the first thing in my head was like, they're in camp, they cannot stop training. So they did not miss a day of training. Yeah, not even one day. We made sure they were training from then till now, till we've secured a new location here in Spark Hill on Montgomery Street at Premium Fitness.
Go here, pressures me, I'm got a big backhand, shoot double with splits, go up to the body, wrist wrap.
Watching Fabian now training compared to how he was a few years ago, there's a level of maturity that's obvious in all of his decision making. Of course, his physical attributes are always on show. He's got great balance, he's very physically strong, but he makes decisions a lot quicker these days. And that's partly down to his experience, partly down to his training, and also partly down to his brother Leon being there all the time and helping him and advising him. You can really see a big jump forward in his game. I honestly can't think of a better support network. That was a hell of an exchange. I mean, the fact that they're just constantly working so hard to better one another, and they was able to reverse it the last minute. I mean, these guys know each other so well. You've got to think that, like, they've got to constantly, like, second guess each other and themselves just to try and get somewhere, get ahead some way. Nice. That was really nice timing from Fabian on that takedown. People underestimate his wrestling, but time to start paying attention to it.
I've got everything what Fabian has and more. That's all I'm telling you. It's gonna be a bad night for him. And like I said before, he's going to sleep in my home country.
I'm a fucking champion as well. I'm going to collect another world championship, and that's it.
PFL middleweight champion, tournament champion. I think he thinks he's like world champion, but he's a tournament champion. It's the B belt.
I've had a tougher road. Just look at my record. I'm fighting guys from top gyms around the world, fought legends, I beat contenders. I've fought harder fights, you know what I mean? So I just believe my experience can show in this fight.
Fabian is a lot more dangerous now, but I popped a cherry, so I took away Zoe. He wants to get me back, 100%.
I was undefeated up until then, and I had a split decision and lost. I didn't see it as revenge, you know. He took my O, so I'm gonna take his belt.
I don't imagine myself losing against this guy. He has to knock me out to win against me, and I don't see him knocking me out.
I do think I'll finish him. I feel like I'll be able to set him up for a nice shot, and I'll be able to take him out in either round 3 or 4.
I don't think that Fabian's gonna go to 5 rounds. I'm definitely gonna go for his head every round, 5 rounds. I'm gonna be chasing him.
People love a violent finish. So once I go in and I do what I say I'm gonna do, the Spanish crowd will be cheering me on.
Fabian Edwards, the only man that'll have a world title in your family is your brother.